In this video, we are going to see about structure in C programming language. In normal program, if we need to store a value, we will declare a variable. Okay, this variable will be of one single data type. It may be int, character, double or float. Yes, so to this particular variable, we will be assigning one value. If we need to store multiple values, we went to a concept called array. Using array concept, we store multiple values in one single variable using one data type. Yes, but if we need to store multiple values of different data type such as name, phone number, mail ID, address, which is going to be a combination of alphabet and character and numbers, and it also differs in the length. So in such a case, we are going to use this structure in C programming language. For example, if you are going to create a database for a student where we are going to get multiple students' data. Okay, what are the data we will get? We will get name, register number, 12th mark, 10th mark, is address, phone number, father's number. So multiple data we will be getting for one single students. If there are 50 students, then 50 into that particular variables we will be declaring. So it will goes hundreds and hundreds. To stop that, we are getting into a concept called structure. What is structure? Structure is a collection of variables of different data type under a single name. This single name is nothing but structure tag name. Okay, the variables that we are declaring within a structure is called as member variable. Okay, the structure is also called as user defined data type. Data types is of three types: primitive data type, derived data type and user defined data type. Structure comes under this user defined data type. How we are going to define structure in your program? We are going to use keyword called struct followed by space, then structure name. This is user defined name which we are going to use throughout our program. Then open curly bracket and close curly bracket. Inside this block we are going to give some variables which is called as members of this particular structure. Then we will end the structure with semicolon. So this is the syntax for structure. Once a member has been defined, whether memory will be allocated? No. Memory will not be allocated once a variable or members has been declared within a structure. When a memory will be created? Once a variable has been declared for the structure, then memory will be allocated. For each variable that we are declaring for a structure, these member is going to belongs to them. Okay, each variable can access any of these members or all these members belongs to each variable. How we are going to declare a variable? We are going to use struct structure name followed by space and we are going to give structure variable. Example is struct. This is the structure name, that is tag name followed by space. Then this st is called a structure variable. If we are going to give multiple variables for one particular structure, then we are going to separate that with comma. For example, struct student st1 comma st2 semicolon. So this is how you will declare a variable for a structure. So there are two ways to declare a variable. One is within the structure template, another one is after structure template. So within the structure template now, before giving semicolon, I will declare the variable. Okay, this is one method. Another method is after the structure template. If we are going to declare variable after the structure template, then we need to use this syntax: struct followed by structure name space variable 1 comma variable 2. So this is how you will declare a variable after the structure template. You can declare the variable from the main function also, but we are going to use this syntax only. within the main function, you can use the syntax to declare the variable. So these are the ways you declare the variable for a structure. We have declared the variables, we have declared the members of the structure. How we are going to connect them? Okay, how we are going to access them? So to access the members of the structure, we are going to use variable along with dot operator. So dot operator is used to access the members of the structure. If we are using pointer in a structure, then we will use arrow mark. If not, we will go for dot operator. So what is the syntax? Structure name. Okay, if we see the previous example, what is the structure name? Student. So student dot, what is the member name? It may be name, whatever the member that you are given within the structure definition, that one you can access. So accessing of members of a structure can be done using structure name followed by dot operator followed by member. If we are dealing with the address, that is pointer concept, then we will give pointer name to which the structure has been stored followed by arrow mark and the particular member of the structure. So these are the two ways you can access the members of the structure. Okay, how we are going to initialize value for the structure? So you can initialize value for the structure using three ways. One is using assignment operator, using initializer list, using designated initializer list. So these are the three ways you can initialize the value to the structure. So first one is initialization using assignment operator. Okay, struct followed by structure name followed by variable. So variable dot, okay, member of a structure is equal to its value. So this is one of the method for assigning value to the variable using assignment operator. Assignment operator is nothing but equal to operator. So this is one of the method. Another method, okay, while declaring a variable itself, you can use assignment operator and open and curly bracket. You can give values, okay, which is relevant to the members of the structure. Okay, if you are giving a value 1 here, then to the first member this value will be assigned. This value 2 will be assigned to second member. Value 3 will be assigned to third member. Okay, but if there are fourth member, fifth member in the structure, but you didn't give value now, by default 0 will be assigned. Okay, so this is the second way of initializing value to the structure. Third method is using designated initializer list. That is dot operator followed by member equal to value 1. Dot member 2 equal to value 2. So to the designated member we are assigning the value. So this is the third method. You can assign value to the members of the structure. You can use any one of the method. Okay. Next we are going to see how the memory allocation is done for the structure. If you are giving int a, normally for variable declaration, if you are giving int a, then for this a, how many bytes will be allocated? 4 bytes will be allocated. Yes. So this is the normal one. If I am going for array concept, say int a of 10. If I am giving like this, how much memory will be allocated for this a variable? 40 bytes. That is 10 into 4, 40 bytes will be allocated. Then for structure, how the memory representation will be done. How memory allocation will be done. Okay. So, we are giving members of the structure, right? We will be calculating all the members size and we will be adding that to a particular variable. The total bytes will be allocated as a memory for that particular variable. So if EMP is the variable name for this structure, then for this EMP, how many bytes will be allocated? ID 4 bytes, name 10 bytes, so 10 plus 4 14. Then salary is of float type, so it is 4 bytes. Correct? So total 18 bytes will be allocated for this particular variable EMP. So this is how memory representation is done for the structure concept. Okay. Next we are going to see what is meant by array of structure. For one particular student, if we need all these members, we are declaring one variable. To store another student's data, we are going declaring another variable. If we need third student data, we are declaring third student variable. Yes, so these variables also getting bigger. Yes, so to overcome that, we are getting into the concept called array of structure. This array of structure, what it is going to do? It is going to reduce the variable name. Okay, using concept called array. Okay, so as A, if it is A, one values has been assigned. If it is A of 10, 10 multiple values assigned to the A variable of same data type. Okay, if it is a structure, we have just given A within a, we have declared a variable, then using this variable we were accessing the members of the structure. Okay, so this A also can store only one student or employee's data. Correct? If we need multiple employees, then I can go for this array concept. Okay, for the structure variable. For the structure variable, that is, if I am giving 10, then 10 employee or 10 students data can be stored for multiple members of the structure. So this is the concept of array of structure. Okay, this array of structure is also known as collection of structures. Okay, now let's see what is the memory allocation for this array of structure. See, if I'm going to store 2 employee data for 1 employee, int id, name, salary. So these 3 members we are going to access for 1 employee. Correct? So how many bytes will be allocated for 1 employee? 4 plus 5 plus 4. Correct? So 13 bytes will be allocated for 1 employee. We have given array of object. So 2 employees. So 13 into 2, 26 bytes will be allocated for 2 employee. For 1 employee it is going to be 13. For another employee it is going to be 13. So this is how array of structure concept works. In next video we will see the execution of the program. Thank you.